Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Roddy. Today we are going to talk about the brand new Mustang GT Premium. This thing is crazy. Let's get into the video and let's see what this car has to offer, because this car here, you have the headlights, which the headlights are like black, and it's kind of the same type of color as the grille, so it has like that black shine into it, and it just kind of blends right in with the body of the car, with the paint. I really like that. That's really cool. This intake on the side, on the driver's side, is functional. You can see the cooler in there. And then you come across here, and the other one on the passenger side is not as functional. There's nothing there. That's it. I would just say, man, this thing is really nice. Coming around to the wheel, these brake calipers are actually, they're purple. Isn't that crazy? They're purple. They're not black, they're not blue, they're not a random color, but they're purple, and you can see them in there. It's just a highlight. It doesn't want to stand out. I like how what Ford did with that. The back caliper is pretty much the same size as the front caliper, and then you have your e-brake right there in the back. Now coming here, and this interior is just really nice. They really do a really good job with that. It has like it's a red and black interior. It's like red type brown. You can see the contrast with the speakers. The speakers are inside the door, the contrast in and out. That's really nice. Really like that. It still has the old feel to it, but it gives you that modern new touch. It's got an infotainment system, very simple, subtle. Doesn't feel too plasticky, which is pretty good. Like that. It's like a rubber. And then you come down here, I like this push start button. This push start button is really nice. It's like matte colored. It's not that big red button that's poking in your face. And then you have a wireless charger right here, which is really good. And then you have the same type of trim right here again. Continue going. And then you come across. I don't think it's real carbon fiber though, but that's what it kind of mimics a little bit. And it's pretty tasteful. I really like what they did with this. Come down here, little cubby right here. I really like this little cubby here. This cubby here is like, it's covered with leather, which is really nice. With you can see the orange stitch. Continue going. The screen is really great. It's really big. I'm gonna slide it up real quick. All right. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So to see the screen, all you need to do is press the button once without pressing the brake pedal, and then it's doing its own thing. Starts it up. That is really nice. You can see everything. Like, it's very engaging, the screen. You as a passenger, you can see exactly what's going on the dashboard. Normally you can't see what the driver is seeing, but in this aspect of things, you could literally see what the driver is seeing. Start it up. It's not too loud in the cabin. Cabin is pretty decent. I really like that. Down here you have a little racehorse. Just press that. See what happens. And there we go. Ooh. All right. And then you could go through your track settings. That time you can record all of that through there. Gauges. Look at that. Let me go back to the gauges real quick. See oil pressure. The steering wheel feels great. I like how stiff it is. Like, this steering really feels really good. And I have the flat bottom, give it that race car feel. Again, you have that carbon fiber stitch on the steering wheel, and it just feels different. Everything feels different about it that I really like. As I was going through the modes, the only thing I don't really like about this button is that the fact that if you look at it, you press it, the whole thing moves. I don't know about that hazard sound. It sounds like someone knocking on the window. And then you got your favorite settings here. And then you got here, which I don't want that. I would say, well done. I really like the car. The car is really cool. And then you have the paddle shifters up top. I think they could have been a little bit more bigger, but hey, it's whatever. And yeah, I really like this. You can see the vent right through the hood. That is not a fake vent. So you could literally admire the design language of this car. For some reason, some people say that it looks like the Camaro, but I don't see it. I tried it, but I can't see it. This is cool and all, and I really like it. But sometimes you just gotta go back old school, and let's check out the Mustang MACH1.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great.
That feels good. That really feels good. Yeah. It's manual. It is just a perfect car when it's a manual car. Orange stripe. I really like how you just have a really subtle orange stripe. Then the back is all black. Maybe you should have done the same thing with an orange stripe in it as well, but this car is no longer, so it's just really nice. I like the brush fitting. It's not too in your face type of fitting. I would actually go for this over the carbon fiber finish. That serial number right there. I'll just say, man, this thing is really cool. It has a matte gray finish, and it has orange stripes along with the big Brembo orange caliper brakes. And you can see the comparison with these two cars. I would definitely go with either one. These are really cool. I like the fact that you have the option, if you want to put some bulbs in here, some lights in there, you can, and it is possible. I like the fact that it kept the horses. This is a matte gray. This one is a gloss black. It's not in your face. I like that, and it's just a very subtle touch. Now with this one here, it doesn't have that double big caliper brake at the back, which is totally fine. It has a simple brake system in the back. Again, this car is manual. My preference would be the older one. These exhaust tips are just massive, and it just screams muscle versus these small, I don't know. I really don't know what they were thinking about these exhaust tips, but I really choose the other ones over this. I'm sure you could actually upgrade those if you really wanted to, but it's your preference. You could tell by the brakes as well on this one versus that one. It's really a big difference. It's subtle, but it's there. The color combo with that car is way nicer than the black on black on black. I really like it. So here's the best part of this video. You have the old school versus the new school, and then you have the new school, all the new gens right here, and you can see the difference between this versus those. You get that chrome fitment on the headlights, which is like in the headlights that is not really, you know, you could tell that it's not sport. But anyways, you could tell that this car here, it still has the potential of being that. You just would have to put some money into it or to do what you want to do to it to make it your own. Okay, let's pop the hood of this MACH1 right here. Oh jeez, that's heavy. Oh, that's a heavy hood. Now, comparing a earlier gen 5.0 with the newer gen 5.0, and then we're gonna go with the newer gen Eco Boost. So right here we have all the Eco Boosts right here, but we could actually, they're all the same. This Eco Boost right here, and it's technically the same car, just a smaller engine. You don't get the Brembo brakes, but you get everything else. Now, with the Eco Boost, you just come inside. Ooh, this is a nice spec. This is a really nice spec. Oh my gosh, goodness. This is really nice. I don't know what's going on in the back over there, but check this out. Like, this is really nice. I like this finish with the leather and cloth. So you still get that leather and cloth, like still get that leather, but you know, you have a little cloth here. But I really like this cloth. Like, this is really nice. And then they bring it over to the door panels. Feel a little plasticky, but but you still have the same trim as the GT, and it's just really nice. You get the same features. Everything is the same. It's just that you're not paying for the motor. And I feel I like the double screen feel better than the whole single screen, because if one screen goes, you replace one instead of replacing the whole entire thing. I just feel like this car here, this is automatic, no paddle shifters, just putting it there. I think that this spec here is really nice. So you have the gray fabric here, and you have a black here. I really like this touch. It's like it's a three-tone. So you have the black, darker black, leather on black on gray. That's really nice. That's really nice. A nice touch. I want to say this looks blue. Is this blue? Yeah, this is blue. So you have blue up here. I guess to match the paint outside, you have the black and the leather again. That's really nice. So let's take a look at the Eco Boost engine. Whoa. That's one big 4-cylinder. You can see down the side, see the turbo on the side. The block valve is right here. That is pretty neat. You have a lot of space. If you were to want to build this engine, you can, because it has a lot of space. Big exhausts. Look at that, bro. I would just say I would take this car over the brand new 2024. That's just my preference. It's just one of those things.